Welcome to Louisiana. Today we are in New Orleans taking in the sights. Rachel's planned out our day.
Kind of. Well, we spent the drive in listening to jazz music and learning about the foods that we should eat, the difference between Cajun and Creole food. So we got a little education this morning, and now
excited for that, definitely.
And now we're going to eat our way through New Orleans
and see the sights as well. There's a lot to see here. There's quite a few museums, parks, and just the great architecture and the culture of the city to take in. So we've got a lot to explore. So come join us. We are starting things off in the French market just to take in some of the local art and crafts and some of the great things that they have here. Every time that we go to a city, we love to go to some of the more popular markets just to see all the great things that you get, because honestly you don't get that much when you're in smaller towns or out in the middle of nowhere. There's just so much to see here.
Lunch keeps coming out from the kitchen. We're at New Orleans Best or something like that restaurant. We're right in the French market tasting traditional dishes. We've got dirty rice, red beans and rice. What did you get? Jambalaya?
Jambalaya.
And I'm gonna have a po' boy coming out soon. Pretty good.
Rachel's food finally showed up.
I hope it's worth the wait. It's a long wait.
Right across the street from the French market is the old U.S. Mint, which is now the New Orleans or the National Park Jazz Museum. And so we are exploring this. Kids under 6 and under are free, about $5 for kids over 6, and then adults are only $6. And if you do have a National Park Pass, you do get a 20% discount on admission. You think that's called a CD?
No. They would take a record, it's kind of like a CD, and they would put it in here, and they would put this on, and they would use this, and it would start, and it would scrape it, and then it would play the music on the thing. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she asked me, is that guy dead? She thought it was, you know, like taxidermy, stuff the animals, stuff the dead guy.
Play some music for us.
I'm gonna do a couple demonstrations of what I like to play on the kit, and a little bit of New Orleans drumming. But the New Orleans drumming, I guess, derived from like two drummers, right? Double drumming, they call it double drumming. Mm-hmm. One drummer playing the bass drum and the cymbal, and the other drummer playing the snare drum. So like, once brass bands, like, they figured out Well, we can just use one drummer. that can emulate, you know, 2 drummers. And we won't have to, you know, pay 2 drummers.
Well, that was a lot of fun. The museum had a lot of interesting things to look at and just shared a lot of the history of jazz from the area. But then we finished off with a percussion demonstration, which they actually have every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and we just happened to be there at the right time.
Yeah,
so
it was perfect timing. It was really cool to see. They played some music, but then also gave some demonstration on the drums, which was really fun. Lana immediately leaned over and said, "I want a drum set."
Yeah, we're not getting a drum set. Can't fit that in the RV. So now we're off to what, Jackson Square?
Yep.
Looking at our customers' homes via photographs, of course, get some measurements. So first thing we do is make sure that they're the right size. So we want to put a big light where a little light ought to go. You don't want to put a little light where a big light ought to go. You guys have fun. Enjoy the rest of your road trip.
Well, that was pretty interesting. We just happened upon a shop called Bevolo, which is the oldest and biggest shop that makes all of the gas lanterns. It's the oldest and biggest in the world. They've been going for a little over 100 years. And they're responsible for most of the gas lanterns that are here in New Orleans on the streets at lots of the shops and the restaurants. Something like this. They say they range from $300 to $900 for residential units if you get it installed at your house. Definitely something to look into if you ever decide to settle down again. We ended up at the Corner Oyster House for dinner tonight. I got the fried seafood platter. Donna's just eating everybody else's food because she can never finish her own. What do you got, Mariah?
The biggest breakfast sandwich ever.
Well, it's dinner time. Why are you eating breakfast?
Breakfast all day.
This girl has a shellfish allergy, so not a lot we can get in the seafood world for her. I've got, well, right now, lettuce on my fork. Stuffed, mushroom stuffed with crab. Pretty good. Do you want more mushroom thing? That was a yes, you do? Okay.
Well, we're almost done with New Orleans for today, but we're walking back. And there's all the horse carriages here that we just passed, and the girls keep saying, we just want to take a ride back to the car. I don't think so, not tonight. We got to do one last stop though before we go back to the car.
We were told we had to visit Café du Monde and get the beignets, whatever they're called. So we are stuffed from lunch and dinner. We're gonna pick some up and take them home. Hopefully they're still good in the morning for breakfast. Make sure you order some beignets. That's it. All right, they smell good.
Well, that's gonna do it for us from New Orleans today. It's been a long, long day. We've walked a lot.
I had a party for, I hit 10,000 steps a long time ago.
Yeah, like 3 hours ago. So, but yeah, New Orleans, a lot of fun, a lot of things to do, a lot of things to see. We were surprised by all the art galleries that were
Yes,
here.
we ended up on the street full of art galleries and our girls loved it. So
yeah,
that was really
stopped
fun.
in, what, 8 or 9 of different art galleries, just looking at all the amazing art.
Yes.
A lot of local art, but a lot of artists from all over the place. So that was really nice. But the food was good.
Yeah, we're stuffed.
We're stuffed beyond belief. We've eaten enough food for, what, 2 to 3 days?
At least.
So definitely recommend New Orleans if you're in the area. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we hope to see you guys on the road.